Sometimes Excel is a tool. Merge some data together with a specific delimiter, and immediately use it for other purposes, such as merging some email accounts together so that they can be sent together. The general operation is just like this, but it is not the purpose of this channel to be so unchallenging. Label copy, of course, also has different formats. As mentioned earlier, this label copy is in the format of the manual era. If you want to change it to the format of one row per song. How to convert? First of all, we must figure out whether the information is for human reading or for computer processing. In the screen, you can see that the ISRC and the cells in the song name field are merged. This makes it easy to distinguish the data of each song. This is for people to read. But in fact it only has data in the first column, the others are blank. If it is to be processed by a computer, that should fill the blanks. The computer can read the complete data of each row. Select the cells of ISRC and song title. Unmerge cells. Click on Find and select. Go to Special. Select blanks. Blanks within the range will be marked. Enter equals B7 on the formula bar. Hold down Ctrl and press Enter. It will automatically fill down. Copy header. The new version of dynamic array will be used here. Instead of using the index formula to deal with, it is relatively simple and clear. Convert the data range on the left to a table. By convention, reset the table name. And enter equals unique ISRC field data under the ISRC field on the right. Similarly, make the song title unique. Before using TEXTJOIN, review this formula. The third parameter is a very flexible parameter, which can be a text string or a string array, or a range. Then a set of string arrays must be generated to meet this requirement. Since it is an array of strings, it is impossible to use VLOOKUP because it can only return one value. There are 4 records in the first ISRC. The number of records for each song is different. How to return the data of each song? In the author column, enter. If the first ISRC matches the ISRC column in the left table, the author's data will be returned. Otherwise, return blank. Once you press enter, you'll see it return 4 values. But when the formula is pulled down, all spill. That's okay, just to make sure it can return ISRC compliant material. Add TEXTJOIN in front of if. You can see that these return values have been linked together. Pull down the formula to complete the conversion of the column of author. Subsequent columns are the same pattern. Copy this formula to the right column, just modify the position of right. Here I reselect the right column. And so on for the remaining columns. Copy the header in the first column on the right, and move to the next worksheet. Paste the header into the same position. Similarly, convert the data range on the left into a table. Quick turn here. At this time, you will find that due to the use of tables, all content needs to be modified. It should be considered that there are still several worksheets that need to be modified in the same way. Is there a better way to make the later operations easier? Above the ISRC on the right, fill in the name of the form. Use INDIRECT to handle each worksheet change. Next, adjust the copied formula to the indirect format. This process is very time-consuming. You cannot use the pull formula to create indirect content. Must be entered step by step. However, doing these templates well can save more time for long-term use in the future. Unless you just use Excel as a gadget and you don't want to invest time in building the future. These modified cells, copy the table name, header, and first row. Go back to the previous worksheet. Paste it into the originally organized area on the right. Modify the table name directly. In this way, the template on the right can apply this method to convert data. Also copy the selected header data to the worksheet of AB003. Sort out the steps. 1. Unmerge cells. 2. Select blank cell. 3. Fill down the data. 4. Convert to a table and change the table name. However, this is still very slow, and some steps still need to be adjusted manually, so it won't be fast. In fact, these actions can also be performed using PowerQuery. In the previous video, the label copy content was merged. Now continue with the merged results for this video. Here we want to borrow the grouping function. How to say borrow? The functions given according to the grouping are used for statistical purposes. Press Group By. Select album name, ISRC, song name as group. Enter the new column name in sequence. Press the operation menu, And all you see are operations related to numbers, so I call this action borrowing. These new column names follow the old names. Always select Sum for the operation field. Of course, if you understand the process, you can also select other options. Once you press OK, you'll see several columns showing errors. Only the share column is correct. Don't panic. To the position of the formula bar, you will see List.Sum, just set 5 new columns. Change these 5 List.Sum to Text.Combine. It should be noted that not only modify Text.Combine, but also add the second parameter. Do the same for the remaining List.Sum. This should be the most complicated part of using PowerQuery. Every column that needs to be merged must be manually modified. After pressing OK, you will find that several columns have been converted into the format we need, but the share column is wrong. It says cannot convert number to text. Let's go back to the previous step. Convert the format of this column of data to text. At this time, a strange string appears. What is the data I input? Why is the original simple number so long? Go to the last step to check it does not error again. But numbers like this are really troubling. The solution is to round it up and cut off 2 long numbers. Round. The same click to insert the steps. The original data has 3 longest digits, and you can also choose the decimal places you want to keep. In fact, this problem should appear in the numeric type column. If you encounter a numeric column, you should pay more attention. Press close and load. After it is read in, you will find that the share column is blank. The query list on the right also prompts an error. Back to PowerQuery. This is because the type of the change the format of this column to text. This is done.